the 1 minute mark, I'm just gonna do a quick little sting and just say like, hey fans, you're watching London Lightning NBL playoffs. We're gonna send it down court in just a second for the pregame ceremony.
That sounds awesome, man. I love that. Just let them know why they're here and how exciting it's gonna be, you know?
Actually, turn that one on when I go live too. Because then we'll have the background stuff going on, and then I can just turn mine off, and we'll have the sound go through the whole thing. NBL Canada playoffs round 1 between the London Lightning and the Niagara River Lions. We are only moments away from tip-off here at Budweiser Gardens in London, Ontario. And again, this should be an exciting one. Game 1 won by the London Lightning by a score of 151 to 115. The River Lions looking for an answer back in London so that they can go back to the Lions' Den, maybe with a victory in hand. Moments away here on Nordstrom TV. We'll be right back with the broadcast after the pregame ceremony. Stay tuned.
Nice. No, that's perfect, dude.
Thank you. Please remain standing. Here to perform the national anthem is Miss Courtney Murray.
We
first, the starting lineup for the visiting Niagara Riverlions. At guard at 6'3" from Illinois, number 0, Jalen Tate. At guard at 6'6" from Carleton, number 9, Yohan Lucar. At forward at 6'7" from Syracuse, number 14, Chris Joseph. At forward at 6'9" from Southern Carolina, number 15, Sam Muldrow. And at forward at 6'8" from Houston, number 24, Devontae Pollard. The head coach of the Niagara Riverlions is Joe Renzo. And up is powered by Dance Extreme. Please welcome for your Lightning Dance Pack.
Croucher, and you're watching Nostrum TV. And before we go into previewing tonight's game, let's take a look back at Game 1. London Lightning came out to an early lead thanks to a triple-double from Royce Slade, as well as a 22-point 12-assist performance from Bud Heron Jr. They looking to answer here in London. I'm joined by my partner in the booth, Tom Crozier. What will the team knowing how crucial it is, especially in the resets the offense here. Tate takes the shot, top of the key, can't go. London back the other way. Fans remaining on their feet, waiting for that first lightning bucket. Jalen Tate lets off the Seamus in their able to knock the ball out of bounds. One of the things we noticed was how early the River Lions were out on the hill warming up compared to the previous game. We saw them kind of come out in the waves, as they often do, a lot of teams, but you know everyone on the River Lions is hungry with how quickly those guys came out of the locker room and got themselves shooting.
You never want to read too much into warm-up preparation, but when that game one happens, I think you can read a little bit more.
Cuts in, able to finish at the rim. He'll pay up the guard to finish. Herring Jr. working it around. Closed out by Tate. Great hustle on defense from the River Lions. They're back the other way. Tate takes the shot. Gets it to go. The River Lions off to a fast start.
Great sign, especially seeing Tate rolling on the ball. Big also sign.
It's a bit of a backfire having all these London fans standing up for this, as now this is just giving momentum to all those fans that have to stay on their feet.
The activity on defense, incredible.
Jalen Tate now takes the ball up the court for the River Lions. And the card takes the shot. Can't get that to go. No good with covers. Royce White, this is a mismatch here. Backing down Pam Picard. Out comes Lightning working around. Mo Golden deep three. No good. Williamson recovers the ball. London gets an extra possession. Williamson.
Thank you.
Gets knocked away by Chris Joseph.
What is this for? Online? Oh, God.
Energy, Chris. I mean, shown energy from early in game 2 here, from game 1 has been incredible.
Royce White working on Guillaume and Picard. Mo Bolden cutting in. Almost makes a poster out of Sam Muldrow. It's going to be a foul, though. Bolden's going to shoot too. Refs discussing the call here. And indeed, Mo Bolden going to be shooting free throws. Fans finally get to give their right to rest here.
A little bit longer than usual for the fans here.
Mo Bolden coming off a very strong game, 6 blocks in game 1.
We got the push-up celebration from the bench this time,
Lots
Chris.
of different bench cellies this year for the Lightning. Here's Sam Muldrow for 3.
Big.
And now the Riverlions get to celebrate on their own. Sam Muldrow, the big 3, back the other way. Doug Herring Jr. quickly to the rim, affected by
block.
Muldrow. This is going back the other way. Chris Joseph, Syracuse grad, to the rim, no good, but Pollard with the finish.
This is a totally different Niagara team. They took the message to heart. Here we go.
This is exactly what the Riverlions wanted to come out and do. Come out to a fast start against this Lightning team, and their energy level is just through the roof right now.
I mean, this is not the same team. Maybe the bus was diverted yesterday and we didn't get the real Riverlions, because this, a totally
They
different
said the
team.
bus might not work on Friday. It looks like they got here in time
They
today.
got here for game 2 for sure.
We're going to have a timeout here from
Yep.
Coach Keith Vassell of the London Lightning. So after just a little bit of time, 9-2 for the Riverlions over the Lightning. A fast start to game 2. We'll be right back after this break. You're watching Knockstrom TV. And we're back here on Knockstrom TV, NBL Canada Playoffs, Round 1, Game 2 between the London Lightning and the Niagara Riverlions. The Riverlions coming out to a very fast start here. Kind of put London on their heels a bit, forced to take the first time out, something no coach wants to do. And we're back underway here. Chris Croucher joined by Tom Croucher, Jalen Tate running the point. Devontae Pollard cuts in and slams it home. Pollard, one of the standouts for the Riverlions early in the game yesterday, having another strong start for the Lions today. Mo Bolden.
The 1-3-1 defense.
Interesting defense here. Lightning working around beautifully. Cal Johnson can't get the shot to go. Another missed open jumper from the Lightning. Jalen Tate into Pollard. He's the hot hand right now. Loses his dribble. Muldrow back to Pollard. Pollard thinks jumper, takes jumper, and it's good. Devontae Pollard with a great shot.
Great to see one of the silver lines from last game. Here we go. Turnover.
Another messed up possession for the Lightning. Jalen Tate over to Payen Boucard. It's
Whoa.
good. Guillaume Payen Boucard.
Don't look now. It is 16-2 for the Riverlions.
Just
Wow.
about the worst start the Lightning could imagine here. Doug Herring Jr. over to Williamson. Herring Jr. Can he correct it? No. Cal Johnson, tough rebound. Williamson to the rim, and no good. He's going to go the line, though. Maybe just some free throws can get something started with this offense here for the London Lightning. They have been stagnant.
I love the choice. Again, They tried to throw it towards the end of the last game. Again, you're right off last game. I love with Niagara starting off, playing a defense, but they're also, the commitment level just seems on a higher level this game. I don't know about you, Chris, but that's something I'm noticing a lot early.
Just a lot of hustle from the Niagara Riverlions. I don't think I've seen a team in NBL all year be as active defensively as the Riverlions have been in the early goings of this game. Just
unbelievable.
Everyone running. We've seen a lot of Riverlions, some of them steals that just go out of bounds. There's a lot of other possessions here that could have ended in the Riverlions' favor. 16-4, it could be even worse.
Absolutely.
Payan Boucard takes the jumper. That's not going to go. London recovers. Williamson back the other way.
Coach wasn't happy with that shot.
Early in the shot clock, no coach would be happy, and Williamson getting things back on track for the Lightning. Jalen Tate ditches Doug Herring Jr. with a beautiful move and finishes. Tough defense from Mo Bolden.
Here's where you got to be back.
Got to run back on defense, and the bodies are there. Great commitment from the Riverlions. Herring Jr. is going to take a foul for the push-off. Another turnover, Riverlions again, an extra possession. We're going to see Dwayne Smith come into the game for Sam Muldrow. Smith, a very strong player for the Riverlions last game. One of the most effective players for the Riverlions, him and Pollard, really the two difference makers for the Riverlions when they were at least trying to keep up. Jalen Tate staring down Doug Herring Jr., looking inside, doesn't have it. Dwayne Smith cuts in. Almost gets the end around to go, but Devontae Pollard hustles. They're going to say that's a foul. They're going to call the foul on Pollard there.
Chris, early stat, we're talking about the energy and London's turnover issues showing up early here. 7 points off turnover already for the Niagara Riverlions. Huge stat. We've seen towards the end of the year, London had a few issues with some teams with that. Definitely something to keep track of as we move forward.
Well, we look at the last game of the regular season, the Island Storm really used those turnovers to turn that into a game. Cape Breton did the same thing. Cape Breton ended up stealing the W in that game. Herring Jr. now. Ryan Anderson into the game. He's got the ball. He's going to go back to Herring Jr. Cross-court pass. Mo Bolden, three. No good. Payan Boucard recovers. Riverlions back the other way. Boucard loses the dribble, gives it to Pollard. Pollard almost loses the handle. Boucard, he's just going to clip those heels on the out-of-bounds line.
The notorious out-of-bounds here in London.
Here in London, they seem to reach out and grab you on those out-of-bounds lines more than any other court.
You know, I'm watching early on, again, a really unique defense. In the professional levels, you're not usually seeing zone defenses to the level that Niagara is doing it early. I love the fact that it really, with the 1-3-1, you're taking Royce, who's at the top of the key, out of the play. And we know that he's a dynamite from that position on finding the right players, but you're really taking him out of it.
London trying to make something. Another zone here from the Riverlions. Williamson cuts in. Back down to Royce. Smith comes over. Payan Boucard doesn't need the help, though. He's going to come down the floor. Payan Boucard trying to finish at the rim. Can't get it to go. Devontae Pollard swatted by Julian Boyd, but Pollard recovers and finishes.
Look at the energy is, again, a totally different team.
If you look at both benches, it's there's a stark contrast between the two benches right now. The Riverlions players all leaning forward, clapping, and the London guys just not quite having that same energy there. Julian Boyd backing down Pollard.
They are flummoxed. I don't know how else to put it, Chris.
Herring Jr. inside to Boyd for the finish.
That's how you do it. As soon as I say they look confused, Julian Boyd says, shut up, Tom.
Well, that play between basically the three most consistent Lightning players, Herring Jr., Williamson, and Boyd, able to get some points on the board for London.
Shifted the ball around. That's key against that zone.
20-8 with 5:22 left in the game. Guillaume Payan Boucard works it around. Dwayne Smith kicks it out to Pollard. Extra pass, Chris Joseph. Bang! Chris Joseph with the huge three-pointer, 23-8.
Great sign to have Chris Joseph into it.
Garrett Williamson over to Herring Jr. Julian Boyd, top of the key. Can't get the three to go. Everything but in. Back the other way. Guillaume Payan Boucard. Inside.
Beautiful
Dwayne
pass.
Smith.
Oh.
Canadian to Canadian, but won't finish. Back the other way. Royce White. Loses his dribble inside to
Amazing
Boyd.
defense.
Back to Williamson. Ups to go inside and gets the friendly roll. Garrett Williamson, another bucket for the Canadian on the London Lightning.
Here's the thing, Chris. All of the Lightning points right now have been after very tough defense. Huge difference.
Garrett Williamson, 6 of London's 10 points already. Guillaume Payen-Boucard works it around to Devontae Pollard. Pollard, tough shot. Not much time on the shot clock, kind of had to force it. Herring Jr. back the other way.
Man advantage.
Ryan Anderson decides not to shoot the 3, passes to Royce White, who's able to finish at the rim.
That's the London Lightning we know and have got well accustomed to over the year.
First
Attacking,
shot.
man advantage, and finding the open man.
First shot of the game for Royce White, a guy who we talked about that 1-3-1 zone, kind of messing him up, and Jalen Tate continuing to pile on here, 26-12. This is a motivated Niagara team. Herring Jr.
Well, here we are, Chris. If you're Coach Vassell, get it to single digits by the end of the quarter.
Herring Jr. decides not to go inside. Williamson working on Chris Joseph. Mid-range, able to get it to go. Williamson, really the only guy getting any sort of scoring going for the London Lightning here. That's 8 points for the 2013-14 Canadian of the Year. Jalen Tate gets around the screen, dishes it to Smith. Smith loses the handle, recovers well though. Chris Joseph, tough three-pointer, not gonna go. Dwayne Smith
Great
though,
hustle.
hustles for that rebound. Extra pass, Jalen Tate ditches the defender, mid-range Jay, can't get that to go. Payen-Boucard came out of nowhere. Another offensive rebound, and now Tate's able to finish.
This is getting to the point. Who wants it more, Chris?
This is incredible hustle from the River Lions. Anderson cuts to the rim, can't get the shot to go, but he's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
I don't think I've ever seen a team do a 180 in just effort.
Night and day.
Night and day, the way the River Lions have today. A truly amazing performance. Whatever Coach Rasso said, bottle that up. That's the Bugs Bunny secret
Michael
stuff
Jordan
right
secret
there.
stuff.
Absolutely incredible.
Ryan Anderson to the line, shooting 2. Very quiet building here in London with that
Stunned.
fast start. I think just about everyone in the building in a bit of shock with the way Niagara came out here. Niagara had 28 points in the first quarter of game 1. London 40 points in the first quarter of game 1. Niagara almost above that number, in London not even close to 40. Payen-Boucard over to Tate. Works around the Muldrow screen. Payen-Boucard, 3. Good! Guillaume Payen-Boucard, another finish. Ryan Anderson. London needing an answer. 2:14 left in the first quarter. Herring Jr. works it to Royce White. Anderson. Tough shot. That's not going to go anywhere near. Jalen Tate back the other way. Connor Wood onto the floor for the River Lions.
Pass.
Devontae Pollard unable to handle the pass. Cross court.
Ooh.
Picked off by Doug Herring Jr. He read that well.
You don't like those cross-court passes like that unless it has some velocity.
Williamson can't finish at the rim. Recovers his own rebound. Still can't finish. River Lions are not able to recover. Herring Jr. now to the rim. He's going to get fouled and one.
Of course, when it's looking a little dark for the London Lightning, Doug Herring Jr. making a key play.
We talk about Doug Herring Jr. a lot, and I still don't think it's enough the way Doug Herring Jr. plays for this team.
It just, unless you're truly paying attention, it's just so subtle, but he just knows when to step up, make a play like he just did, and that could be a momentum changer.
You know, we talked about pace a lot in game 1, and really pace is controlled by your point guard.
Yeah.
And I don't think anyone controls the pace of a game better than Doug Herring Jr.
Well, for the Lightning, they'd better get the pace back on their level. All of game 1 was their pace. Early on, this has been, there's been offensive toughness from the Niagara River Lions, patience, that London needs to find a way to maybe put the foot on the accelerator a little bit here to speed the game up more to their liking.
Ashton Smith and Marcus Capers into the game for London. Wood over to Payam Boucard. Devontae Pollard.
Whoa!
Huge swat from
Whoa!
Marcus Capers. All ball, and London's going to get the ball back.
Pinned it.
A beautiful block from Marcus Capers.
Chris, single digits. Single digits if you're Coach Vassell.
And a big deal, too, because the fans now a little more vocal in the building. Ashton Smith. Over to Julian Boyd. He's working on Sam Muldrow. Extra pass. This is Capers able to finish. Marcus Capers. Big shot there for London. Now it's only a 10-point game. 1 minute to go in the first quarter. Jalen Tate. Tough screen from Muldrow. Tate thought he had Muldrow with him. He's wide open three. No good. Julian Boyd recovers. Ashton Smith, former member of Raptors 905. Over to Ryan Anderson. Three. Good. Ryan Anderson. A much-needed three-pointer for the London Lightning, and who else would get it but Ryan Anderson?
A catch-and-shoot three-pointer, Ryan Anderson. Tell me if you haven't heard that before, Chris.
Foul there on Ashton Smith.
Yeah, picking up, trying to speed the game up, picking up full court.
Adam Klee into the game for the River Lions. Jalen Tate and Devontae Pollard both going to go to the bench. Torrance Dyke Jr. also into the game for the River Lions. Klee over to Muldrow. Big man, top of the key, down low to Payam Boucard. Works around, nice spin move and finish from Guillaume Payam Boucard. Carleton grad, another guy night and day from last game. He struggled early, having a great start to this one.
Well, you made the comparison with Garrett Williamson, really seeing it early on from Payam Boucard.
Lob pass, Julian
Oh,
Boyd
wow.
with a good finish. And there's that veteran connection between Boyd and Anderson. Klee over to Payam Boucard, pump fakes. I think there was a hand on that. Time expired, so a night and day game compared to game one. The River Lions stunning the Lightning early, but London fighting back brilliantly to make this a single-digit lead. Niagara 33, London 26. We'll be back with the second quarter here on Knockstrom TV. And we're back. Game two, round one between the London Lightning and Niagara River Lions. Niagara up 33-26. You're watching Knockstrom TV. I'm Chris Croucher, joined by Tom Croucher. And Tom, You mentioned something about the London Lightning, talking about the fact that they're a veteran team. How's that helped them get back in this game?
Well, a veteran team in the sense that we talked last game about the rubber band. We were, again, early on looking at that rubber band stretching to something that would be unmanageable. London veteran team clawed their way, made sure it wasn't a total disaster of a first quarter.
44 combined years of NBL experience on London, only 19 on the River Lions. Here's Ryan Anderson with the ball. Almost loses the handle. Defended well by Pollard. This is going to be Kyle Johnson. Tough shot. That's going nowhere. They're going to call a late foul down low, but I believe they might have just called that on Marcus Capers.
Yeah, not sure, Chris.
It is indeed going to be on Capers.
Early, Chris, too, we also saw Niagara with foul trouble last game. Hasn't crept up yet, so being a lot more disciplined on defense, which you got to like if you're Coach Rasso.
A mini ball comes on the court. Ref just kicks that away. Sam Muldrow, nothing but air. But Kyle Johnson touches it. That's going to be out of bounds on the London Lightning. So River Lions maintaining possession now. Little discussion between the coach and the ref. Klee inbounds to Wood. We have another whistle. I believe they're checking something over at the scorer's table. (33-26), 11:19 to go here in the second quarter. I believe they're just resetting the shot clock there. Klee to inbound. Connor Wood picks it up. Same play. Devontae Pollard down low to Muldrow. Muldrow, tough defense from Bolden, forces a turnover. Kyle Johnson now back the other way. Ashton Smith over to Anderson. Anderson looking for some help. Activates his dribble. Over to Mo Bolden. Mo Bolden three. No good. And that's going to be another foul there. I believe this one on Ashton Smith.
Chris, early stat to keep note of, and probably does a little bit of explaining of the score. London, from the live stat, 1 of 9 from 3. Very unlike them. And conversely, you're looking at Niagara, 5 of 8. Big difference in the game so far.
Some hot shooting from the River Lions. Now this is Klee. Working around Marcus Capers. Gets by him.
Oh,
Capers
great
with the
play.
swat. Another block for Capers. Now this is Dyke Jr., and they're going to call a blocking foul there on Marcus Capers. Capers very unhappy with that call.
Again, Chris, the toughest play in sports to call, the block charge.
They're going to say Dyke Jr. did enough to get out of the way. Again, it's the ultimate 50-50 call in all of sports, is the block or the charge.
It's just such a bang-bang play. And I don't envy these refs. These are professional athletes moving at such quick speeds that, again, really tough call.
Misses on the first. Misses both. Niagara unable to capitalize. Ashton Smith over to Ryan Anderson. Thinks shot, doesn't pull the trigger. Smith over to Anderson. Catch and shoot. No good. Capers skies for the rebound. London going to maintain possession off a River Lion.
Again, how often do you see Ryan Anderson missing a catch and shoot 3?
Again, a very tightly covered one.
Yes, very true. Now, they're going to have to find other ways to manufacture their offense, especially if they're going to struggle from deep like this.
Mo Bolden cuts inside.
That's how you do
Klee.
it. That's exactly how you do it. I feel like Mo Bolden just listened to me. I'm sure that's how it works.
That earpiece we gave him
yes,
really paid off.
I'm sure he heard. If you're not hitting from deep, go to the line, attack. The 3 is a luxury. If you can hit the 3, go for it. But if you can get the other team in foul trouble and just kind of get a rhythm going, even for closer buckets.
Mo Bolden, free throw, connects on that one. 33-27, 10-17 to go. This is Klee taking the ball up the court. Looked for Pollard, not open. Now they've got him. Looking to make a move on Marcus Capers. Spins, tries to finish, can't get it. Tries to collect his own rebound, can't get it. Pollard into the seats. Mo Bolden back the other way. Stolen by Klee, but out of bounds. So London going to maintain possession. Some fans getting a very good close look at Devontae Pollard. Kyle Johnson to inbound here for the Lightning. Refs taking 2 seconds off the shot clock there. We're going to have a foul called.
I'm going to say Klee hit him on the hip there.
You can't do that, so Ashton Smith to inbound. Smith cuts in, kicks it back out to Kyle Johnson. Johnson back over to Smith, but he wasn't as close as he thought. Capers now double teamed. Capers, tough shot. Can't get to go. There wasn't much time on the shot clock. Back the other way. Klee. Outside. Muldrow, no good. London back the other way. 6-point game. Capers, spin move. Can he get the finish? No. But Mo Bolden recovers and able to put it home. 33-29 thanks to Mo Bolden.
And, you know, we saw the energy last game from Mo Bolden and Maurice Capers, seeing it again here.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Torrance Dyke Jr. with the very athletic finish. Ryan Anderson looking for a response. That's going to be another foul on Klee. 2 quick ones.
It's going to bring Tate back in as well as Payne Boucard.
Payne Boucard, Chris Joseph, and Jalen Tate back into the game for the River Lions. Ryan Anderson going to take a rest as Royce White steps back on the floor for London. That's clearly a lineup that he wants out there against Royce. Not just one player, but the whole lineup.
And you know what? The River Lion bench might have struggled a bit on getting some buckets, but limited any damage the other way.
Tough shot there. Can't get that to go. Kyle Johnson taking the attempt. Payne Boucard. Unable to get that shot off cleanly. Royce White affected the shot. Marcus Capers now. Back the other way. Kyle Johnson working around a screen right to the rim and in. Kyle Johnson liftoff. And the crowd back into this game. And I don't think Joe Rasso wants the crowd back into this game. He's going to take a quick timeout there. Very smart one. Crowd back in the game after that. River Lions 35, London Lightning 31. We'll be right back after the timeout. You're watching Knoxstrom TV. .8:24 to go here in the second quarter. Niagara leading the London Lightning 35-31 in Game 2 of NBL Playoffs Round 1 matchup. Riverline stunning London early, but London fighting back. Chris Croucher joined by Tom Croucher. And it's been a very interesting game so far. Jalen Tate running the offense now for the River Lions. Inside to Pollard. Capers almost gets a hand
Great
on
hustle.
it. Tornsteig Jr. unable to finish. Back the other way come the Lightning. Royce White backing down Pollard, loses the handle. Back the other way the River Lions. Tornsteig Jr. to the rim, can't finish.
Oh!
Misses the layup. I think he was expecting contact.
Yeah,
Kyle
he was
Johnson
preparing for
back
that.
the other way. Marcus Capers now. Over to Bolden. Bolden steps in. Capers takes the shot. That's going to find nothing.
Somebody opened the door, Chris.
Breeze came in, knocked that shot off. Devontae Pollard, cross court. Chris Joseph wide open. Can't get that to go. Mo Bolden recovers. Marcus Capers down low to Royce White. Double comes.
Double on the catch. Or on the dribble, I should say.
Ashton Smith in, able to finish.
That's how you attack, though.
2-point game. London only down 2 here. 7:04 left to go. Jalen Tate, recently named Rookie of the Year.
Well deserved.
Absolutely. Should point out Mo Bolden, 6 rebounds already for the Lightning in this one. Chris Joseph, tough three-pointer. That's not going to go. Back the other way are the Lightning. Here's Royce White, tries to catch the Capers lob. That's not going to go. London maintaining possession. We're going to have a discussion. Joe Rasso furious at the call. They're going to maintain possession for the London Lightning. Joe Rasso cannot believe it. Herring Jr. calling for a teammate. Mo Bolden collects. Kyle Johnson steps back. Can't get the shot to go. Devontae Pollard with the rebound. Pollard himself having a good game on the glass. 6 rebounds as well. Tornsteig Jr. no good. Garrett Williamson to recover.
Not the shot they were looking for, Chris.
Williamson tries to pass to Kyle Johnson. That's going to be a kick ball.
You know what, Chris? I also want to throw in here, so the pace noticeably slower today. You got to wonder, second game in the second night, wonder what impact that's having. London played their players a lot, especially the starters, a lot game 1. Wonder if that's playing a factor today with some of the slower pace.
Herring Jr. now resetting the offense. 6 on the shot clock. Takes the 3, no good. Mo Bolden recovers though. Battle for the ball. Klieg recovers it. Possession arrow in Niagara's favor, so they're going to maintain the ball.
Gotta love the hustle. Hit the deck. This is the playoffs, folks.
You'll never recover a turnover if you don't hit the floor. Jalen Tate now running the offense. 5:56 to go in the half. Tate, wide open lane to the rim. PM Boucard with the finish.
What a pass. One-handed. Drew to the defender after blowing by the Lightning player. Impressive play by the Rookie of the Year.
Tate turned around the screen and then just had nothing but open space. And when the defender kind of stuck in no man's land, you either let Tate have an open shot or you leave PM Boucard open. Either way, it was going to end in Niagara River Lions points. Herring Jr. Corner of the key to Williamson.
Beautiful.
Great play from Doug Herring Jr.
Doug
to Garrett.
Herring Jr. Again, in a moment where
when London needs a
responding.
basket.
Yep,
When London needs a
responding.
basket. Doug Herring Jr., Garrett Williamson. Those are the 2 names we say a lot whenever London's in a really tight situation. Tate can't get the shot to go. That's going to be out of bounds off of the River Lions. London maintains possession.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say nobody's getting 70 like we saw in game 1, Chris.
No. A much lower scoring affair here tonight. Royce White straight to the rim, fouled. He's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
Really, the defensive alignment of the River Lions has really thrown Royce White off, I would argue. Played well, but just not able to get into the same type of rhythm that we saw in game 1 where he notched a triple-double.
Kyle Johnson And Mo Bolden to the bench. Ryan Anderson, Julian Boyd checking into the game. White connects on his first. Makes the second. We got a tie game. Can't get it to go. I jinxed him. Riverline's back the other way. Devontae Pollard activates his dribble. Loses his dribble, back over to Tate. Tate down low to Pollard, great pass, but Williamson disrupts it, but they're going to call a foul.
Coach Vassell, very animated. I don't think we've seen this from him in a long time. I think he understands the importance of this game, too, and making sure that you're going to Niagara with a good 2-0 lead.
Again, if you're London and you lose this game, you then have to go and win on the road in Niagara.
2 games.
This is a very important game. Obviously, it's a playoff game. They're all going to be important, but this one especially has a little bit of extra juice to it.
Again, it seems like the message for Coach Rasso has gone through. You win this game, you're in the driver's seat. I mean, extremely critical game 2 here, Chris.
Devontae Pollard to the bench, Sam Muldrow checking in. Refs still discussing. Now they're talking with Joe Rasso, whatever they talked about with Keith Vassell. And it's a basketball game again. Chris Joseph to inbound. Almost stolen by Boyd. Joseph.
Ooh, nice move.
Ditches Williamson, gets some space
Tough
and finishes.
shot.
Very tough shot from the Canadian, Chris Joseph. Williamson over to Royce White. Royce White can't get the finish. Klee with the ball. Klee playing with 3 fouls. Getting some trust from the coach, Jalen Tate. Cross court to Muldrow, extra pass. Pan Boucard stumbles a bit, cuts the rim baseline, and not quite in. Back the other way, Doug Herring Jr., pace picking up. Herring Jr. to the rim. Can he finish? No. Royce White tries again. No good.
Oh, big
Swatted
block
by Sam Muldrow. And now back the other way are the Riverlions. Tate
slows
it down. Wisely brings the pace back down. Anderson covering Tate. Again, another look they're throwing at Tate. Tate now cutting in. Tries to go to Payan Boucard along the baseline. That's not going to go. Lightning ball.
I know that didn't end up the way Niagara was hoping for, but slowing it down. They have control of the pace of this game. It's why they're leading, Chris.
And again, just a little thing like that from Tate. It's them exerting that control over the game.
Absolutely.
Herring Jr. Cross court. Boyd open for 3. No good. Boyd, the best shooting percentage from three-point land for the Lightning. Payan Boucard stops. Gives it back to Tate. Tate again slowing the pace down, taking his time. 3:24 on the clock, 10 on the shot clock. Tate down low to Klee. 4 seconds left. Klee cuts the rim, tries to go end around and in.
Beautiful move.
Great play there from Adam Klee. Lightning almost lose it. Anderson recovers. Doug Herring Jr. now setting the offense back up. Anderson over to Royce White, corner of the key, working on Sam Muldrow, jumps in, finishes. A muscular move from Royce White.
That was Royce White at his best, attacking the lane, using his strength, looking like a man amongst boys. In Niagara, though, with only 2 minutes left, have really done a great job on Royce White. Only 5 points so far, Chris.
5 points, 2 of 4 shooting, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Great play there from Sam Muldrow, getting to the rim and extending this lead. 5-point game. 2:30 left now. Doug Herring Jr., great pass to Boyd. Swatted by Payan Boucard.
I was going to say
they're
beautiful.
They're going to call the travel on the up and down there.
I was going to say beautiful pass, then what a block.
Guillaume Payan Boucard is having, I thought last game he struggled a bit. This game he has been probably the best River Lion, I would say, start to finish.
Unlike last game where you were struggling to find a best River Lion, today, I mean, a number of players, Tate, Payan Boucard, Pollard, really good early on.
Tate and Boucard combining for 21 points in this game. No good from Sam Muldrow. Back the other way are the Lightning. Williamson down low to White. Double comes Chris Joseph. And that's going to be a foul there on Connor Wood. You know, I think Wood kind of backed off when Joseph came, when really you got to keep the pressure on from both guys.
Yeah, no, that was a miscommunication on the double there for Royce. I think that's been a clear game plan. We saw it a bit in game one. Really have seen it early on, especially when they're going away from the zone and playing man. Very important on the dribble that they're doubling Royce White.
White connects on the first.
Also some savviness by White, though, to shake that defender off, get him a little bit confused.
Can't connect on the second. River Lions recover. 2 minutes to play. 43-39 left in the, or pardon me, for the River Lions. Almost at the half here. Payen Boucard taking his time, goes right after Boyd, gets knocked away. Ryan Anderson back the other way, called for the alley-oop. Almost. Anderson going to finish at the rim. You could see Garrett calling for that pass all the way down the floor there.
Again, really, you could probably count on one hand the amount of time the Lightning have actually had a man advantage in transition like that, where yesterday it seemed like it was almost every possession. Incredible job by Niagara. But London, you know, that's their MO, taking advantage, and here we got Williamson at the line. Again, steady play.
Well, again, for Niagara, this is the difference between can we take the win at home or are we going to be on our heels for at most the next 3 games?
Absolutely.
So for Niagara, this is one of the games where, you know, sometimes you think about conserving yourself for a whole series. This is kind of the make or break game. Mm-hmm. You can't really save yourself for any other games because this one's so pivotal.
Maybe they were doing that in game one, Chris.
Tate.
Tough move.
Oh, man. Jalen Tate with a very difficult bucket. Keeps this lead at 4. Williamson over to Anderson. 3, no good. Chris Joseph back the other way. Tate over to Wood, back to Tate. Got a little bit of space there. Muldrow thinks shot, decides against it. Tate going to slow everything down, reset the offense.
Love this by Tate. Mismatch.
Goes after Boyd, cuts the rim, can't
Great
finish.
Defense.
Great defense from Julian Boyd. Royce White back the other way. Garrett Williamson tries to finish, can't. Royce White recovers. 2 more points, 2-point game. 55 seconds left. We're going to have a timeout here, I believe called by the Niagara River Lions. Joe Rasso wants to talk some things over with his teammates. You're watching Knockstrom TV, the London Lightning down 45-43 to the Niagara River Lions. We'll be right back after the timeout. And we're back, 55 seconds left. The River Lions 45-43 over the London Lightning. Great battle back from the Lightning, down 14 at one point, but getting themselves back into within striking distance against the River Lions. River Lions again battling after a rough game one, trying to see if they can take a W here and get the advantage going back to Niagara for games 3 and 4. Jalen Tate leading the offense here for the River Lions. Tate inside to Muldrow, lob pass, not going to go, knocked away by a Lightning player. Muldrow going to maintain possession for the River Lions.
I like that timeout that we just came out of from Coach Rasso. The confidence boost that going into half with the lead would be for the River Lions would be just enormous.
Chris Joseph trying to get that lead for them, working on Marcus Capers, finishes. Very tough bucket for the former NBA player.
That's the one-on-one scoring that you expect from Chris Joseph and what put him in the NBA. and makes him such a dangerous player in this league.
Played 10 games split between Brooklyn and Boston. Here are the Lightning. Anderson working over to Capers. Can't finish. We've said that a lot for the Lightning in this one. They've had troubles with their shooting. Payam Boucard going to just turn the ball over, trying to feed it to Connor Wood. 10 seconds left. River Lions 47, Lightning 43. Likely to be the last shot of the quarter.
A little offense defense there, Sam Muldrow.
Anderson fouled by Chris Joseph. And that's a very smart play by Anderson. Immediately points to the board, recognizing that the River Lions were going to be over the limit with that next foul, so he's going to shoot.
We talk about London being a veteran team.
Smart play.
Smart play. And not just a veteran team, Chris, a championship veteran team.
And again, by knowing exactly where River Lions were with their foul situation, he gets himself some shots from a spot on the court he really probably wasn't expecting to get points from.
Absolutely not. Chris Joseph right in his grill, and he responded with a really smart play. And like you said, immediately pointing up at the clock to show the foul situation.
I mean, anytime you can score from just basically the corner of the scorer's table, that's a good possession.
Here we go.
1 second left. Shot goes almost closer than it had any business being. But after one half of basketball in the NBL Canada playoffs, game 2 of round 1 between the London Lightning and the Niagara River Lions, the River Lions up 47-44, stunning the London Lightning here in their own building.
Big going into halftime for Niagara here. What a confidence boost this must be. They have a chance to steal one, Chris.
Stark contrast to yesterday's game. The River Lions head into the locker room as your leaders. I'm Chris Croucher, joined by Tom Croucher. You're watching Knockstrom TV. We'll be right back after the halftime break. Welcome back to Budweiser Gardens, Game 2 of a Round 1 showdown between the London Lightning and the Niagara River Lions in these NBLC playoffs. River Lions up 47-44 in what was a very, very hard-fought first half. The River Lions coming out on top, but London doing a great job to get back into this game and get themselves within striking distance. And we're off. Chris Croucher joined by Tom Croucher. You're watching on Knoxstrom TV. Doug Herring Jr. setting up for the London Lightning. Royce White backing down Payan Boucard. Fakes. Great pass to Bolden. Lightning strikes early here for the London Lightning.
When you're struggling from three the way the Lightning have, that's how you make up for it.
Beautiful pass from Royce White again, opening up an opportunity there for Bolden. Bolden along the baseline making a nice read. Again, storyline of that first half, the Niagara River Lions playing some very hustling defensive basketball. London, the highest scoring team in the league at almost 117 points per game, and being held on pace to go under 100, a shocking stat that the River Lions have been able to hold the Lightning to that.
And something they must love if you're in the River Lion dressing room right now.
Williamson takes the corner to the key jumper, makes it. Just like that, London back in the driver's seat, first lead of the game. Lightning up 1.
Think Coach Vassell got into them during the halftime?
I'd say so. Jalen Tate taking that lead right back.
Great response.
Jalen Tate and Payan Boucard, the rookies of the year in a way.
But we just got a technical called here.
Royce White just picked up a tech.
Oh, I'm not sure if it was Weiss.
Pardon me, it might not have been White.
I think it was on Doug Herring.
Herring Jr. picking up that tech. I apologize.
Yeah, he was dribbling up and I think said some magic words to the referee and takes the tech.
And Tate makes him pay. 2-point game
And
possession.
We talked about this when the River Lions took that technical in Game 1. You had the ball, Chris. Really not. You got to keep your composure, especially in a tight game like this.
If the River Lions score here, that's a 3-point swing when you could have had 2 yourself. Inbounds to Tate. You know, it is uncanny just how similar some of the players on this roster really do match up against each other. Payan Boucard, pump fakes, can't finish. Mo Bolden recovers.
Great play by Joseph to break up the fast break.
Herring Jr. to the rim, no good, recovers. And there's going to be a foul there. Doug Herring Jr. going to shoot 2. You know, I mentioned a lot of players were similar, not necessarily in terms of game, but the roles they play. You look at Jalen Tate, Doug Herring Jr., both relied on not necessarily to be those high point guys, but those guys who just run the show and pace the game. And then you look at a guy like Payan Boucard and Garrett Williamson, both guys who are looking to cut into the lane a lot, play that tough defense on the wing. They're very similar teams.
Yeah, and that's why that technical was very uncharacteristic of Doug Herring. Really,
usually the under control one.
Absolutely. Big thing though, London making that free throw. That's been how they've been in this game. Key stat we'll talk a little bit more about and keep an eye on as we move forward.
Jalen Tate.
Mismatch.
They've got a mouse in the house if they can get it to Muldrow. They don't though. Payan Boucard unable to finish. Lightning recover. Bolden over to Williamson. Williamson over to Royce White. White steps in, loses his dribble, feeds it to Bolden. White again, 10 on the shot clock. Herring Jr. staring down Pollard. This is a mismatch as well. Running out of time. White's going to take a 3. Gets it. Royce White.
Not exactly his shot, but he has shown every so often he can make it. And when you have that amount of time, Chris.
Doesn't take a lot of them, but if you give him time and space, he can make those. Tate working on Doug Herring Jr. Muldrow the 3, no good. Riverlions really could have used an answer there. London with a lot of life behind him now. Herring Jr. to the rim. He's going to get fouled. That's going to be on Muldrow.
Pollard actually looks hurt here, Chris.
Pollard holding his back.
Yeah, he's asking
He's
to
calling
get
for a
switched.
sub.
Not sure what happened. I think under the basket, probably some contact is. We've got Harrington on the line, but it might have been over to the side, and he really looks like he's holding that hip, potentially, lower back. Not sure, Chris.
We're going to see how Pollard's doing. That does not look great for the River Lions. Pollard, one of the standouts for the Lions between game 1 and 2. Herring Jr. to take 2 shots. Makes the first. And connects on the second, just like that. London being down most of the game. Turnover. Kyle Johnson, full speed the other way, kicks it outside. Herring Jr. to the rim, to Mo Bolden, swatted away, but there's another foul. And London going to turn that into another trip to the free throw line.
Not a wise pass. Coach Rasso really letting his team know that to get themselves back into the mindset that they had in that first half.
Maybe River Lions heading into locker room a little too happy. Misses the second, but Herring Jr. recovers. Bolden goes baseline and slam!
Whoa!
Bolden!
Whoa! And there's the timeout from Coach Rasso. Wow, Mo Bolden with the spin. Unbelievable spin move, and you're not jumping to block that.
Mo Bolden, a huge finish there, forcing Joe Rasso to call the timeout. And again, try to stop this momentum. London at one point down 14 in this game, now up 8. River Lions timeout. We'll be right back after the timeout. You're watching River Lions Lightning on Knockstrom TV. We're back. Game 2, round 1 of NBL Canada playoffs between the London Lightning and the Niagara River Lions. 58-50 for the London Lightning, quickly putting themselves back in the driver's seat. Hadn't held a lead up until very early in this quarter.
And look at the full court pressure here, Chris. Oh, now
London
get it
playing with some
back.
confidence here. Jalen Tate. River Lions need an answer coming out of the timeout. Momentum firmly in London's favor right now. Chris Joseph. This is Tate. Over to Smith.
Trying to get it to Muldrow down low, and they're not allowing it.
Smith can't get the shot to go. Muldrow can't get the rebound. Lightning back the other way. Herring Jr. to Williamson. Over to Royce White with the finish. No. Dwayne Smith recovers. River Lions the other way. Tate. Works it around to Payne Boucard. Over to Dwayne Smith. Swatted
Big
by
block.
Mo Bolden. Smith able to finish at the rim.
Love that hustle from Smith.
Herring Jr. cuts straight to the rim. No good. Recovery by the River Lions. Jalen Tate. Goes over to Dwayne Smith. Smith can't finish.
Mo Bolden changed that.
Mo Bolden again having a standard defensive effort. 3, no good. Riverline slowing things down. That was getting a bit frantic.
Smart play by Chris Joseph.
Chris Joseph,
Whoa.
3, no good. Riverline's maintained possession.
2 great hustle plays by Smith, attacking the glass. And Mo Bolden, though, I also want to throw that in. He might not have gotten the block on that transition play, but his presence so far in this series and this game has been noticeable on the defensive end.
Sam Muldrow to the bench. Adam Klee into the game. Pollard back in as well. Joseph working it around the perimeter. Pam Boucard pumps, cuts in. Can't finish at the rim. Lightning the other way. Doug Herring Jr. over to Williamson. Lightning strike! Garrett Williamson with a huge slam. Riverline's looking for another answer. 60-52, 7:28 left in the third. Tate affected by his own player there. Pollard ran into him. Pam Boucard rebounds and finishes. Tough bucket for the Carleton grad. Herring Jr. Bolden, covered by Klee, works around screen, takes a 3, no good. Jalen Tate now with the recovery, back the other way. Pam Boucard, back to Tate.
Slowing it down, smart play.
Pollard down low, backing down Kyle Johnson. Gets the shot to go, friendly roll.
Great awareness by Tate, bring it back out, seeing the mismatch. Pollard just able to rise up over the smaller defender.
Herring Jr. down low to Royce. Backing down Pam Boucard. Great finish from Royce White.
Tough finish.
Quick back the other way. Pollard can't recover the ball in time. That's going to be another turnover. Mass substitution here. Pardon me, it's only 2 for the Lightning. Garrett Williamson and Kyle Johnson going to take a seat. Or pardon me, I believe Mo Bolden might be taking a seat. Ryan Anderson, Julian Boyd into the game. Here's Doug Herring Jr.
Here we go with the zone again, Chris.
Royce White. Great pass to Williamson. Finishes at the rim. Garrett Williamson still leading the way.
He created that contact. It doesn't always mean he goes to the line, but he was able to get space by initiating the contact and just enough room to lay that ball in, Chris.
Jalen Tate. Takes the 3. Good, Jalen Tate.
Whoa.
A little bit of a swagger shot from the newly crowned Rookie of the Year. Royce White goes right to the rim. Royce White. Huge slam for the London forward. Again, Niagara, almost every big play followed by a London response. Niagara needs one of their own here. Klee over to Payenne Boucard. Cuts baseline and finishes. Great play from Guillaume Payenne Boucard.
His length, able to get to the other side of the rim, use the rim as a protection for his layup. Impressive play by Payenne Boucard.
Williamson over to Boyd, takes the 3, no good. Devontae Pollard collects. Riverlions back the other way. Tate goes right to the rim. He's going to get fouled trying to feed it to Payenne Boucard.
A heads up play by Tate. He saw that the London defense on the secondary level wasn't ready, able to attack the rim, blow by his man. Not sure what's going on here, Chris.
Coach Joe Rasso looking for an explanation from the refs on something. Ryan Anderson committed that foul. Only player in any foul trouble right now, Devontae Pollard sitting at 4. And then Adam Klee at 3.
Chris, we saw that Julian Boyd miss again. London now 2 of 17 from 3. really has been a big factor in keeping this game close.
Yeah, you almost wonder if it's by nature. We've seen the 1-3-1 zone. Royce White ends up with the ball at the top of the key. You kill a lot of clock for what ends up being just a pass off along the perimeter. Then you end up with rush shots from beyond the arc. Herring Jr. crosses the court. Law Boyd!
Why take threes when you can do that, Chris?
Nothing easier than that. Julian Boyd, the huge finish for the Lightning. Jalen Tate over to Klee, quick shot, no good. Lightning back the other way. Williamson cuts right to the rim, finishes. Garrett Williamson and one. The Lightning just cannot be stopped right now. Riverline's doing their best to keep up, but they need a couple of stops if they want to close this gap. 70-63, 4:24 left in the third. Williamson to shoot one here. And he connects, makes good on the three-point play, 71-63. 8-point game. Riverline's doing all the right things, just can't get the stops they need. Pam Boucard works it around. Connor Wood down low to Pollard. That's going to be another turnover. Pollard saying he wanted it up top, not down low.
That was designed, too, to get Pollard the ball inside. They saw the Lightning defense. Royce kind of playing in a zone there. Was able to sneak in between, and you're right. He wanted that up high, and we know Pollard has some hops.
Boyd wide open, no one covering him, and drains it. Bit of a miscue from the Niagara Riverlions there.
See, that you do give up some good looks from three with the zone, and but that was just a lack of awareness on that play, Chris.
No answer from the Riverlions, but they recover. Chris Joseph can't get that shot to go. Royce White recovers the rebound.
Would have liked to see him take that back out, Chris.
White, charging call there. Payam Boucard gets in the way. You never want to be that guy, but Payam Boucard gives up the body to make a play.
You mean the guy who has to take a charge from Royce White? No, you'd never want to be that guy, Chris.
Never fun, but Payam Boucard doing what he needs to do to get the stop his team so desperately needed. Herring Jr. and Williamson to the bench. Ashton Smith onto the floor, as well as Marcus Capers. Sam Muldrow also checking back into the game for Devontae Pollard. Tate quickly up the floor. Ditches Ashton Smith. Screen comes. Back to Muldrow. He's open for three. Good!
Big shot,
Sam
Chris.
Muldrow.
Big shot. They really needed that one.
74-66. A big bucket for the Riverlions. Ashton Smith. Over to Anderson. Pumps, drives in. Royce White with the thunder.
They cut up the zone that play, Chris. And Royce White reasserting himself after what, in his standards, is a quiet half. Coming back
Jalen
out.
Tate straight to the rim and in. A nice quick bounce back from the Riverlions. Still an 8-point game. Ryan Anderson. Down low, Royce White backing down Payam Boucard. Help comes. Forces a shot up. That's not going to get anything done. Payam Boucard back the other way. Joseph would have been open for three, but he mishandled the ball. Takes it anyway. No good. Lightning back the other way. This is Capers. Over to Anderson. Anderson drives in. Can't finish. Riverline's back the other way. That's two stops. They could use a bucket here. Jalen Tate slowing it down again. Payam Boucard, top of the key.
Ooh.
Can't make the jumping free throw. Julian Boyd back the other way. Sees a clean laneway. Can't finish, but recovers his own rebound. Open for three. No good. Payam Boucard recovers.
Slow. Oh, here we go.
Chris Joseph over to Connor Wood, who's going to try to finish at the rim. Fouled by Anderson. That's a foul I think any coach is okay with. Don't give him the easy 2. Just like that, Connor Wood going to go to the line, try and bring this to within 6.
Interesting note, you can see Pam Boucard, hands on the knees. We have got to give a shout out. We've talked about him on the offensive end a lot. Incredible job. He has been the main defender on Royce White. Interesting switch since game 1. Obviously, the double team has played a huge role, but his ability to get in front of the ball, his quickness with Royce White, where he might lack some of the size, he's made up for with intensity and speed. And really impressive job, and I think he deserves a lot of credit.
Wood misses the second free throw. I agree, Pam Boucard's been outstanding. Capers right to the rim and finishes. Riverline's not getting back on defense, and that's going to be a timeout. Joe Rasso not happy with the effort on that play. So just like that, the London Lightning still in the driver's seat, leading by 9, 78-69 for the London Lightning over the Niagara Riverlions. We'll be right back after the timeout. (78-69) London Lightning over the Niagara Riverlions. I'm Chris Croucher, joined in the booth by Tom Croucher. Yes, we are brothers. London Lightning had a great third quarter after a very low-scoring second to get themselves in position to go into the fourth with the lead. But the Riverlions looking to bite back. You're watching Knoxstrom TV. This is Game 2 of the Round 1 NBL playoff series between the London Lightning and the Niagara Riverlions. Here's Jalen Tate. Over to Tornstike Jr. Nice dish off to Muldrow, but he can't handle it. That's going to be lightning ball right off the bat.
That's a tough pass for your big man to get in the lane with limited space. You like the idea, but try to find a different way to make that pass if you can, Chris.
And you know, coming out of the timeout, that's the play they drew up, and unfortunately not going to result in points. Ashton Smith. Quick three from Anderson. Good! Ryan Anderson.
Last thing you need if you're Niagara is London finding their stroke from the three-point zone, three-point land, I should say.
Jalen Tate. Riverlions looking a little toothless in third. Muldrow can't get that shot to go. Lightning back the other way. Ashton Smith, body check going to the rim.
Oh, I think he got that in a very uncomfortable place, Chris.
Ashton Smith looked like he got bumped in the lower regions. We'll see if he's okay. He's going to get up okay. Walks off under his own power.
Yeah, it looks like he's just walking that off, Chris.
He was going full speed, too. That would have been quite the whack. Ryan Anderson quickly gets it. Three, no good. Boyd battles for the ball, can't recover. Almost introduces himself to some fans. Able to pull up in time.
Really liked Boyd's energy here in this third quarter. I think it's been one of the key factors in the shift of the score, Chris.
For advanced stats junkies out there, best player efficiency rating and offensive rating on the Lightning, Julian Boyd.
Ooh, you know Tate. I love those advanced stats, Chris.
Pam Boucard, quick three, no good. Boyd recovers. London now asserting the pace. Herring Jr. over to Anderson. 20 seconds left. 14 on the shot clock. Herring Jr. goes around Joe Rocca. Bolden takes the three. Good. Mo Bolden.
Uh-oh.
And this may have gotten out of hand. Shot clock's off. Jalen Tate. 4 seconds left. 2, 1. Good.
Big
Jalen
shot.
Tate.
Whoa.
Huge shot right before the buzzer. A nice little momentum giver, but not too much, as London outscores the River Lions 40-22 in that third quarter. And London now up 84-72, heading into a pivotal fourth quarter. We'll have that for you here on Knoxstrom TV. We'll be right back with the fourth quarter. And we're back for the fourth quarter on Knoxstrom TV. Game 2, Round 1, NBL Canada Playoffs, London Lightning versus the Niagara River Lions. London, a dynamite third quarter, 40 points in that third quarter, puts them in the driver's seat, 84-72. A pivotal game here. The River Lions hoping to steal one before they go home, and if they don't, they'd face elimination in their own den. Jalen Tate taking the ball up the court. Tate. Pam Boucard, top of the key, drives in, loses the ball, foul on Doug Herring Jr. Tate having a dynamite game, 24 points for the River Lions. Pam Boucard also has a double-double at 16 points and 10 rebounds.
Don't look now, though, Chris. That three-point percentage for the London Lightning creeping up.
The three ball finally finding its way for London. Pam Boucard makes the second. 10-point game. Herring Jr. over to Capers. Mo Bolden over to Herring Jr. Lightning passing the ball around a lot here. Bolden just takes the jumper. Great shot over Pam Boucard. Big height advantage, and he takes advantage. Tate over to Muldrow. Pumps the three. Down low. Oh, almost a huge dunk from Pam Boucard. He wanted a goaltend. Lightning back the other way. Herring Jr. down low to Boyd. Kyle Johnson thinks three, thinks otherwise. Boyd back to Herring Jr., resetting the offense.
See, we got a mismatch down here, Chris.
Boyd had a mouse in the house. They're going to call a foul on Tate.
And there's Doug Herring, though, without awareness. Julian Boyd wasn't exactly sure of it, but Doug Herring calling it out, saying, get down low, you've got a mouse on you.
Herring Jr. backing down Joe Rocca. Herring Jr., one of the best point guards down in the post. Can't get any points there. Nice little not counting finish from Marcus Capers.
Just in case you forgot he could jump.
I mean, if they had a dunk contest, not just in NBL Canada, I don't even know who on the Lightning would win that contest.
A few good contenders.
Capers, Boyd, Williamson could probably get up there.
I could see Bolden.
Bolden would probably have a
throwing
couple.
one down, too.
Herring Jr. connects on the first.
And, you know, that really just shows what an athletic team London is and why controlling the pace and not letting those thoroughbreds down the floor beating you.
I'm going to give you one more player in my imaginary London Lightning dunk contest.
Let's hear it.
Sleeper, Brian Akinkube.
Ooh.
Sleeper.
Ooh.
Jalen Tate up the floor. Joe Rocca running around about a million screens. Payen Boucard. Back to Rocca. Takes the three. No good. Just short. Tries to get his own rebound. Lightning back the other way. Herring Jr. crosses over. Almost loses the handle.
What a pass.
Bolden cuts in. Herring Jr. wide open for three. No good. Marcus Capers recovers. Down low, Herring Jr. to Boyd.
Whoa!
Big finish from Julian Boyd. Torrance Dyke Jr. down low. Sam Muldrow loses the handle. London back the other way fast, too. Mo Bolden right to the rim. Mo Bolden!
And just like that, the London Lightning back on their grind, back on their game. And this place is absolutely feeding off that energy.
Second half looking like the last game as the London Lightning forcing the Niagara River Lions to use yet another timeout to try and stop the momentum. London up 92-74 here in the fourth quarter. We'll be right back after the timeout on Knockstrom TV. And we're back here, 9:52 to go in the fourth quarter. London Lightning storming to an 18-point lead. That pun was actually not intended, believe it or not. I see my partner in the booth shaking his head. 92-74 for the Lightning. Chris Croucher, Tom Croucher in the booth. You're watching Knockstrom TV, Payen Boucard. Trying to find something, can't. Bolden on Tate. This is a big length battle here for Bolden. Tate takes the shot. That's going to just be a little short there. Kyle Johnson recovers.
Coach Rassler reminding team, you got to get back. Oh,
Bolden, beautiful play. Herring Jr. to Capers.
Oh, no.
Capers has probably got to have like a 100% shooting percentage in the playoffs right now. Tough shot, not going to go. But I feel like every bucket Capers has had in this playoff series has been right around the rim with a dunk.
I wish specifically dunks were tracked for that exact stat, Chris.
That would be an interesting one. Herring Jr. letting the ball run alongside him there.
Oh, nice play.
Beautiful defense from the River Lions. Payan Boucard recovers. Tate takes the three, no good. Payan Boucard working baseline. Can't get that shot to go either. That's going to go out of bounds off of the Lightning.
Good hustle on the boards, though. Kept that play alive, and they've got an extra possession, Chris.
Again, I feel like that third quarter, the River Lions did a lot of good things. It was just they ran into an absolute tank going through.
Just a few lapses. That's really all it was, Chris.
Klee with the ball. Cuts in. Over to Payan Boucard. No good. Really could have used that three. 20-point game. Again, the Lightning down at 14 at one point in this one. Royce White cuts to the rim and able to finish.
Offhand, too, Chris. Really impressive.
Sweet little lefty finish from Royce White. Could be saying hashtag all left after this one.
No, Royce White, his ability to use both hands, draw contact, finish through contact, truly incredible.
Gets the free throw to go. Muldrow fouled going to the rim. That foul's going to be on Bolden. Payan Boucard going to take a rest. Joe Rocca back into the game. Capers also back to the bench. Kyle Johnson in. Again, this is a pivotal game. It's the difference between Niagara being able to go home with the chance to win two at home and sweep and get the series. For London, they want this one obviously in front of their home crowd, but also means they get three chances at trying to beat the River Lions a third time. White crosses over.
Oh, wow.
Too good from Royce White. There is not a team in the NBLC that has an answer for that. We're going to have a tech. Might be a bench technical to the Lightning.
Yeah, not exactly sure, Chris. Let's see what the announcement says.
Ref's talking it over. So it is a technical charge to the Lightning bench. Not sure what happened there.
You know, these are the sort of things, though, if you're Coach Vassal, maybe not in this game, but down the road, composure. If this is, say, an elimination game and you're taking a tech like that, big deal.
98-77, possession to the River Lions, no good on the shot. Back the other way, Kyle Johnson, lob pass. Heron Jr. not ready for it. Tate recovers. Rocca lob, that's not going to go either. Bit of sloppy play both ways.
Yeah, just a little miscommunication. I think Joseph was going up for the lob dunk. Rocca was just trying to get there as quickly as possible.
White fouled.
You know, you're seeing a counter here by the Lightning. Rather than having Royce at the top of the key, they're putting him just elbow extended. And it's really a great adjustment because you're making the double team harder to get to him. He has more time to find that open man. Really good adjustment on offense by the Lightning and allowing Royce White to be Royce White.
Herring Jr. down low. Wide open Ryan Anderson. They don't find him. Muldrow rebounds there. Jalen Tate takes the jumper, no good. Royce White collects. Herring Jr. wide open laneway, slam, Doug Herring Jr.
Yeah, no, if you're Coach Rasso, that's not the shot you want. Early in the clock, didn't run the offense, and when your team isn't set like that, London gets the rebound and makes you pay.
Tate setting up the offense. Joseph splits out wide. Tough shot, not going to get that to go. Had no time on the shot clock. White rebounds it. Fast break, London all the way the other way. White behind back to Bolden. The Lightning are just having fun out there at this point. Quick three from Joe Rocca. Everything but in. Now Williamson slowing the game back down. Works on Chris Joseph. Gets the finish. 104-77. Chris Joseph. Nice top of the key jumper there. But River Lions need to start making something happen here. Mass change is about to come off the bench for them. Herring Jr. over to Williamson. Down low to Royce White. Spins on Pollard, goes to the rim, finishes
Too good.
One.
Too good. Again, that adjustment has unlocked Royce White. And in the post, the amount of guys who can guard Royce White in the NBLC, I mean, one or two, maybe?
Has to be. 5 changes, the entire lineup changed for Niagara. Connor Wood, Matt Marshall, Dwayne Smith, Adam Klee, and Torrance Dyke Jr. all into the game for the River Lions.
You wonder, Chris, if this is a
rest the starters.
Let's prepare for Game 3. And honestly, this is just showing how Lightning have pulled away here, how tough it is to maintain that, the mental toughness you have to maintain the pace against this Lightning team, that you've got to do it throughout every quarter. Because they did it for a half, and then it's just unfortunately they haven't been able to maintain it.
Torrance Dyke Jr. swatted by Mo Bolden. Lightning back the other way. Ryan Anderson not going to go. Double teamed. Kicks it out wide. Doug Herring Jr. recovers. 5 minutes left in the game. 16 on the shot clock. Royce White behind the back to Williamson. Finishes and one. Salt in the wound.
Royce giving some high fives down to the front row. Looks like Coach Rassel is starting to bring his bench into the game as well now.
London getting the bench players in. Akinkube, Dixon Green, and Capers getting ready to check in, as well as Johanny Dallenberg.
And a rightful round of applause for Doug Herring as he comes off, and I'm sure it's going to be for the rest of them as well as they come off the floor too, Chris.
Lots of applause here from the London faithful as Royce White, Doug Herring Jr., Mo Bolden going to take a seat. I imagine Williamson as well as soon as he shoots his free throw. 31-point game. Williamson going to the bench. Johanny Dallenberg, Marcus Capers, Brian Akinkube, Martin Dixon Green into the game. Anderson stays on. Marshall down low. Connor Wood cuts in, kicks it back out to Dyke Jr. Marshall fouled. He's going to go to the line.
You know what I love, Chris? The engagement from the Lightning bench, still in it, cheering on their bench players. Really great to see.
Now, there's been a lot of noise around the London Lightning of late, but I don't think anyone's ever doubted this team's very tight-knit. It shows anytime you see them.
Again, we're talking about the amount of games played together.
44 combined NBL seasons on that Lightning team.
And a lot of them together.
A lot of them together. and not even all of them were on this team. I mean, guys like Ryan Anderson, Kirk Williams Jr. played together in Windsor. Guys like Garrett Williamson, Marcus Capers, they've all played together multiple years.
This core, though,
Capers and Williams Jr., another example, 2 guys who played together in Mississauga.
But this past 2 years, this core sticking together, and you really see the results.
Again, the Lightning returning the majority of their key contributors from last year's championship team.
You know what, Chris? If you're Coach Rasso, we're taking the Niagara viewpoint here. You did it for a half.
I think you got to study that first half film, see what worked, and then see what the changes were.
You can do it for a half. It just shows, though, how tough a task it can be. But you know they are going to be energized in the Meridian Center in the Lions Den.
And vice versa. London now has a half of tape to work with. This is how they stopped us. How do we make sure that doesn't happen again? Marshall the 3, no good. Ryan Anderson recovers, spins, absolutely ditches Marshall. Johanni Dallenberg to the rim, foul.
Ryan Anderson putting the River Lions in the spin cycle. Bench loving that. Again, though, Chris, I can't wait to see how the fans in Niagara respond.
They'll be loud.
We both have firsthand experience of how loud that building can get. I think it'll be great. They have first half. They know they can play. Again, it's just now maintaining it over an entire 4 quarters.
Martin Dixon Green pulls off the steal there. He's going to drive to the rim. Makes a nice pass there. Dallenberg unable to finish, though. Akinkube battles for the rebound. He's going to go to the free throw line.
You know our guy Bill Evans is loving that, Chris.
A lot of Akinkube fans in the building. Bill Evans, one of the biggest. Looking at the stats for some of the Lightning players, Williamson, 26.6 rebounds. Royce White, 24, 8, and 7. Mo Bolden, 19 points, 12 rebounds. Doug Herring Jr., 11 points, 12 assists, 7 rebounds. Just a lot of great efforts from a lot of the London Lightning players. Looking at the Niagara River Lions, 25 points from Jalen Tate, 18 and 11 from Guillaume Boucard. I mean, you want to talk about extra opportunities. Rebounding differential in this game, 66-48 for the London Lightning. They are attacking the glass.
Points off turnovers, again, key factor.
Here's Niagara playing some pride basketball here. Klee over to Dyke Jr., loses the handle. Capers back the other way. Over to Anderson, lobs it.
Whoa.
Anderson was trying to lob it for the alley-oop.
Trying to go globetrotter.
You could start the whistling the way that was going.
Wow.
3:22 left here in the fourth quarter. Round 1, Game 2 of NBL Canada playoffs. 113-81 for the London Lightning over the River Lions. Guillaume Boucard coming back into the game. River Lions over the limit now. Every foul's a shot.
Chris, another one. And obviously the Lightning have struggled from 3 in this game, but boy, have they made up for it with points in the paint.
Points in the paint, 62-38 for the London Lightning. I just can't get over that rebounding number. On the defensive boards, 51-35. Here are the River Lions. Over to Rocca. Dwayne Smith recovers after a bit of stumbling. Gets the shot to go. Dwayne Smith, a guy I'm surprised we didn't see more of, consistently has his best nights against the London Lightning.
Liked his energy, and one of the main reasons it was such a close first half.
Marshall recovers the rebound off the Anderson miss. Rocca over to Payam Boucard. And that's just going to miss. Blocked by Dixon Green. Marshall takes it back outside. Cross court, tipped away. Marcus Capers recovers. Dixon Green over at Kinkube, finishes. Loud applause for a lot of the Kinkube fans in the building. Pam Boucard kicks it out to Dwayne Smith. Drills it.
Again, Dwayne Smith, a few more bright sides in general in this game, but Dwayne Smith consistent in both games. You got to think he might get some more minutes as we're looking at Game 3, Chris.
Didn't have the best shooting night, but 2 of 8.
Hustle, though.
About the same as everyone else was doing tonight, and again, he really hustled out there. Again, I think it's safe to take out the salami and cheese.
The salami and cheese is it's on the kitchen counter, Chris.
Marshall over to Pam Boucard. Works it around. Marshall finds it back. That's going to be an air ball. Klee able to finish.
Great
2
pass.
more points.
Great pass. Another thing, too, we talked about.
Big 3 from Dixon Green.
We talked about the 3-point battle, too, and how London struggled and have brought themselves back into it. Also, Niagara has come crashing down to earth, shooting 24%, 9 of 37 from 3, and just been it looked like it was going to be a different script. It has ended up not being a different script in Game 2, Chris.
Tale of 2 halves.
Unbelievable.
Kinkube, a nice hustle play there, but just night and day. First half, everything seemed to be going the way the River Lions wanted. And London, give all the credit in the world to Keith Vassell, went into the half, made some great adjustments, and London just completely handled them in the second half.
Absolutely.
Took care of business.
Again, I like the adjustment on how to attack that zone. That could have been just a little shove. Nothing malicious, but you never want to see a guy lose his balance like that going forward.
Dixon Green going the line. Minute 3 seconds left to play. And Dixon Green doesn't even need to see the second one go in. He knew it. Pam Boucard fouled going to the rim. He's going to shoot. So for those wondering, Game 3 of this series is going to be in Niagara at the Meridian Center between the London Lightning and Niagara River Lions, of course. That game is at 7 o'clock, Tuesday, April 10th. Make sure you get your tickets.
Again, I know you Niagara fans can get loud. They need you folks. They need you folks. They need your energy. You wonder if they just didn't have the energy to carry it through the second half this time. But at home, maybe that's that extra boost, Chris.
You know, London team's known for traveling well for playoff games. Gonna need a loud crowd for both sides. The Kinkube takes the 3. Can't quite make that. Dixon Green. Tough 3, not going to go. Dwayne Smith back the other way. 30 seconds left. Foul by Dixon Green there. And Dixon Green just picked up a tech.
Yeah, getting a little hype, playing up for his teammates there. Good job by the referees, keeping the temperature at the right level for this.
So they're going to clear everyone out as Dwayne Smith takes a free throw. Just want to shout out, we got a guy down in the lower bowl rocking an Adrian Moss jersey.
Throwback.
Some year 3, year 2 NBL Canada love there. Smith knocks down a free throw. 30-point game.
Again, London keeping Niagara under the 100-point mark.
For now.
For now, we'll see if 29 seconds look to prove me wrong.
River Lions inbound. Marshall. Rocco wide open. Drills the three. Capers. Shot clock dead, so they're just going to play this out. Listen to this crowd. So with that, Game 2 of this Round 1 series between the London Lightning and the Niagara River Lions heads back to Niagara with the London Lightning leading the series 2-0. Game 2 ends 124-98 for the London Lightning over the Niagara River Lions in what was a very interesting game. The River Lions coming out to a strong start, stunning London, but London showing incredible fight to end up winning by almost 30. A huge game for the London Lightning, and definitely one that should lead to a very interesting Game 3. Can the River Lions bite back in their own den against the defending champions? My name's Chris Croucher. I've been joined in the booth by Tom Croucher. You've been watching Knockstrom TV. Again, Game 3 is going to be at the Meridian Center in St. Catharines. That'll be on Tuesday, April 10th, 7 p.m. Make sure you get your tickets and get loud, both London and Niagara fans. It should be a doozy. So thank you, everyone, for watching at home. You've been watching Knockstrom TV. Enjoy the rest of your evening.